What is up, Sexy Beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we're going to be talking about DLC 5 and sort of what I think about this whole thing, so let's go ahead and get this shit started. So in case you've been living under a rock and really don't know what's going on, the DLC 5 rumors have yet again started to pop up. It seems like every now and then they pop up, then they die down, then they pop back up again, and then they die off. But this time around, a lot of bigger YouTubers have actually been saying that DLC 5 is going to happen, whether it be supposed leaked information, or people saying that they know someone on Twitter that has basically confirmed DLC 5, or whether it's just a bigger YouTuber saying DLC 5 is going to happen, or the zombie comics which have basically been giving us new loading screens for old maps. Whether it's any of those things, a lot of people seem to think that DLC 5 is going to happen, and if you were to ask me, I'm definitely on the side that thinks it is going to happen because, in my opinion, it would be the smart thing for Treyarch to do if they want to make a lot of money really fast and really easy. Now, I don't think DLC 5 is going to be any new maps or anything. I'm pretty sure everyone kind of knows this, and I definitely do think if we saw DLC 5 or anything like that, it's just going to be a bunch of old maps remastered for Black Ops 3, and that's definitely what I think it's going to be, and I definitely do think we will eventually see that in time. And speaking of time, if I had to give a time frame on when exactly I think this DLC 5 is going to drop, I would probably say after the last DLC for Infinite Warfare. Activision probably doesn't want to release any Black Ops 3 DLC right now because it would probably affect the sales of Infinite Warfare. So in my opinion, I think they would wait until the last DLC for Infinite Warfare, wait a little bit till after that, drop this out of nowhere, everyone goes off and buys it, and you're not hurting the sales for Infinite Warfare, and you're not hurting the sales for the next COD. If they released it anytime around now, you're going to hurt Infinite Warfare too much, and they probably don't want to do that. They're going to try to make as much money off this as possible, so in my opinion, I think after the final DLC for Infinite Warfare, that's when we're probably going to see a DLC 5 if it's going to happen. Now, the thing that I'm kind of curious about is if we're going to see like every single map or just certain maps. I think we might just see some of the more popular maps because redoing every single map might take a while, and we've already had Der Riese sort of remastered, so it doesn't really make sense if they did every single map and kind of just left out Der Riese. So I think they're kind of just going to do like the fan favorite maps. We might see Ascension, we might see Moon, we might see Mob of the Dead, we might see Origins. Maybe they'll throw in Nuketown, but I definitely don't think they're going to do maps like Shangri-La and Transit and Die Rise. I think they might skip those. And the thing that kind of really worries me about if they do these remakes is if they fuck up the map too much. I'm completely fine with them bringing in Gobblegum and other weapons and stuff, but I definitely don't want them to change up the map. They did a fine job with the Giant and Der Riese. They basically kept Der Riese, and they really didn't change up anything about the map besides Gobblegum and adding new weapons. And I hope that they actually remake all these maps, that they continue doing that. The only thing that I would like to see is more weapons. I'm tired of Black Ops 3 weapons. I would love to see some older weapons, and I would love to see every single gun that's in Black Ops 3 to be in these maps. So it kind of like annoys me how the dual-wield marshals are only available in Zetsubo Nishima. That frustrates me to all hell. I want every single Black Ops 3 weapon to be available in these maps, so maybe bring back like the FAMAS, the Galil, the Commando, the G11, Mustang and Sally. I don't fucking know. You can sort of pick and choose which weapons you want to bring back, but I would definitely love to see more guns other than Black Ops 3 guns because Black Ops 3 guns kind of get old really fast. And lastly, when it comes to perks, I think they should keep all the perks that were in the original map. So yes, if we're playing Ascension, we should be able to get PhD Flopper. Don't swap it out with Widow's Wine because I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Just put Widow's Wine or whatever other perks you're going to be bringing back into different locations, but keep PhD Flopper there. Just remake it. It's not that hard. You don't even have to give me the Flopper thing. Just make me immune to explosives and I'll be happy. And I also probably wouldn't complain if they added a bunch of little small Easter eggs around the map and maybe added another Wonder Weapon or two. But as long as hypothetically they keep Ascension, I will be happy. So I'm very curious to know, what do you guys think about this whole DLC 5 thing? Do you guys think it's going to happen? And if so, what do you guys think is going to come about it? So let me know in the comments, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. Peace!